A lot of people, they think leadership, they think, well, I'm leading a team. But it's so important to lead ourselves really well. So how do you do that? You can't follow yourself, can you? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
I'm intrigued.
Let's go down. That's probably a George joke, right? And I'm going to go with it. Yes, I think a challenge that all leaders fall into is they focus on leading other people, whether it's in your household, whether it's a mom trying to take care of her 2 kids, or whether it's I'm running a giant business, right? The focus is I need to lead them. And we forget that the first person you got to lead is yourself. Are you doing the things that are going to keep you strong and well and informed and educated, all those things, a person of character? Are you doing those things so that you can loop back and take care of the people in your charge? And can you follow yourself? I think so. So I'm somebody who's pretty chaotic. I'm all over the place. Big shocker, right? You've seen, for those of you, this is some inside baseball here. George's desk looks like that of a military general. It is perfect and precise. I think he measured like where the pictures are and stuff like that.
I did.
And my desk looks like somebody is really, really struggling with a lot of issues.
It looks like you got hit by a mini tornado inside the office.
But the tornado wasn't clouds and rain and thunder. It was just paper and pens and trash.
Very professorial.
It's embarrassing, actually. So I'm chaotic. I'm all over the place. And for me, I've got to create a path that I stay on, that I follow, that I can't deviate from. Because if I do, I know whether it's wiring, whether it's childhood trauma, whether it's whatever it is, it's going to be really hard for me to get back on. If I'm not on, the people that are following me are going to be off. So I actually think the hard work of a leader for me is creating a path that I can follow. I can be consistent, I can be regular, I can do these things over and over and over again so that I can be well and show up. So yeah, I think you can follow yourself.
So it comes down to a lot of rhythms and disciplines. I mean, leading yourself, it's a very meta term, but what does it look like? What do those rhythms and practices look like where you can check the box and go, okay, I think I'm doing this well?
See, I don't think it's meta. I think it's very practical. Are you sleeping? Because the data says if you're not sleeping, you're going to make bad decisions and you're going to not be pleasant to be around and you're going to die early. Are you eating well? Are you exercising? Because the data says if you're not exercising, you're not burning those stress chemicals through your body, which all leaders have, and it's going to rot you from the inside out, right? Are you taking care of your relationships? Are you reading? Are you having people in your life that challenge what you believe? Are you just surrounding yourself with news ecosystems and social media systems and friends and colleagues that just regurgitate whatever junk you already believe, right? Do you have people that are constantly pressing on you and holding you accountable and stretching you? And so, man, it's not meta, it's simple, but it's a set of practices that are going to address your physical health, your spiritual health, your psychological health, your relational health, all these things so that you are firmly anchored in, and then you can go about doing the hard work out to rescue your team, right? To lead your team.
Yeah. And all those things sound amazing, but combined, it feels a little bit overwhelming to go, okay, I've got to be reading, I got to do this, I got to do these practices. You start making the list of all the things you've got to do, and a lot of people fall off the wagon because it just feels like too much. How do you realistically make this a part of your routines?
To me, it's a shift. It's not a bunch of stuff that I got to do. It's an identity from our buddy James Clear. It's who I am. So I don't have to go work out. I'm a guy who takes care of his body. And so I know that part of taking care of my body is I'm gonna go do the physical, the hard stuff in the morning. And if I can't do it in the morning, I'm gonna try to do it in the evening. Or I'm a guy who is connected with his kids. So it's not like I gotta get off my phone. Man, if I have that attitude, I'm going to stay on that phone. I'm going to try to get 2 more minutes. I'm going to try to squeeze 4 more minutes out of this. I'm a guy who is present with his family. And so I'm going to put my phone down. I'm going to put it in the drawer. I'm going to not go on it after I leave the office, whatever boundaries I put in place for myself. So I think it's about living into who I am, not trying to come up with a bunch of tasks, a bunch of crap that I got to get done. Because none of us can keep that charade going for very long.
Yeah. So you mentioned this earlier, that part of leading yourself is having people around you, challenging you. So leading yourself is a very personal practice, but it doesn't happen in a vacuum. So what role do relationships and mentors and community play in all of this?
And if anybody in Entre world has heard me talk, they know it's a big deal to me just because of the data. If you are lonely, if you don't have people in your life, it is killing you. Full stop, period at the end of sentence. Our bodies are designed to be in connection with other bodies, with other people. We got to have people in the same room as we are. We got to have people that have our back, that we can count on, that will show up at 2 a.m. I just did a study, and we'll be putting the results out here. It was shocking how many people do not have someone who could come watch their kids at 2 a.m. while they took their spouse to the ER. They just don't have that call. Our bodies know that. Our bodies know we're not safe. That fight or flight is spinning. Hey, we're not okay, we're not okay, we're not okay. And then we just go to bed again, we go to bed again, and we go to bed again, and we wonder why we pop up at 2 a.m. And so, man, I am of the firm belief you can do nothing. There is no long-term behavior change, system change, relational change, no long-term change that comes by yourself. You got to have people walking that walk with you.